Yeah. I mean, you're all over the internet. I do want to
Yeah,
address the elephant in the room. Foolio passed away. Well, he
yeah.
was killed 3 weeks
He got
ago
right into
in
it.
Tampa. It was all over the internet. I mean, I got a relationship with pretty much every artist in Jacksonville. I know Foolio really well. Our last interview, I pretty much told him, I mean, it's known, it's on the internet. Where were you? I mean, where were you at? And like, how did you receive the news?
Shit. I received the news just like everything else. Like, nigga might not be in Florida, but it ain't too many things that's gonna go on in Florida, especially not in my city that don't like kind of come across my table, come across my plate, cross my phone, whatever you want to say, you feel me? But they keep us in the loop, they keep us tapped in. So shit, I find out similar to how everybody else find out, you feel me?
Yeah. What was the first emotion?
Shit. My first emotion, I ain't gonna lie, like it was an inner child in me, you feel me, that made me want to go do the dissing and the turn shit and all that, you feel me? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say like I ain't say shit. I say my little 1, 2 or whatever, but that ain't nothing that I get stuck up on and dwell on, cause at the same time, whenever you see type shit like that, it's always gonna be concerning because it does, in essence, kind of remind you of your own like mortality. You feel me?
Mm.
It kind of just show you like shit. Everybody could get caught up with. You feel me? So when you see shit like that, if you ain't on the right side of the fire, you need to be concerned.
Yeah. I mean, people on both sides of the fence have died. You lost a lot of friends. He lost a lot of
I haven't lost a
friends.
lot of friends. I lost a few friends. I lost a few
That's
acquaintances and
kissy
friends,
right there.
but if we being like non-biased but just factual, like the loss count on that side of the fence is far more significant.
Mm.
You feel me? But
So he telling you they up. He telling you they up on the score.
like I said though, hearing that, like I'm not on here trolling nothing. Like when I say that, when I'm hearing that, it is still concerning because these type of things do just kind of flash to you and make you think like, okay, like when that shit hit, that shit gonna hit whoever. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it is
Were you and
concerning.
Foolio ever friends? Because it's documentaries around. I was doing my homework. It makes it seem like everybody was cool in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, in the Jacksonville scene, like we all from the same generation, so there was points in time. I wouldn't never say that everybody like they may be misleading in a lot of them documentaries. I wouldn't say that everybody was never just friends or no shit. Like they was tied in, had a handshake and shit. But at the same time, like everybody was hopping off the porch around the same few years. Everybody was really first getting in the streets same few years. So when we in traffic and we doing all that shit and you young, you do come in contact with a lot of different people. And at the times it wasn't no smoke. So you do come in contact with niggas and y'all be, I wouldn't say friends, but you be cordial with a lot of people. You be knowing a lot of people just in the city. You feel me? Especially if you outside for real.
Yeah. Now we all seen the night was around his birthday. And well, on the 23rd. And is it so crazy how he used to diss 23 and all that, and then everything came back to where as though, even the Young Ace incident where I think 3 people got shot, 1 lived. This situation was flipped. 3 people got, one person got killed, 3 lived. It was like the whole situation was like, it was like flipped damn near.
See, and all this be written, bro. In Islam, we call it al-qadr. That means like divine predestination. Like everything that's what's going on, but this stuff God wrote. This stuff that like I said, it just reminds you of our own like mortality. I could be on top of the world right now, feeling like I'm great, but if God say it's my time tomorrow, like I'm getting up out of here. You feel me? So they can't really get comfortable in dwelling on that top. You know what I'm saying? That low vibration shit. You know what I mean? That's really all it is, bro. Niggas be around here on low vibration shit and shit. If you ain't balanced in the universe, you're gonna get from around. That's just how it go.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm only speaking on this because it's national news.
Well,
People
I mean,
know it's
yeah, you
public.
feel me? It's relevant right now. I
Yeah.
feel you, yeah.
So the night of, I mean, he had a party in Tampa. He was drinking. Foolio said he didn't drink. He was drinking. He was doing things, moving loosely. putting his location out there, being with 20 people, going to a club that night. You know, he was documenting his every move. And
I don't know what Cub was on, man. I don't know what that be about. I would never do no shit like that. Drunk as a skunk, I wouldn't do no shit like that. But like I said, bro, that's how you know, like people could attribute it to some worldly shit like that. Like, oh, it's just a worldly human mistake. But everything I say, that shit be divine. You feel me? There's somebody who don't do that type of shit on the regular.
What was your comment, bro?
To me, more than a few shots got to be in your head to make you switch your whole way of movement. You know what I'm saying? Like this just be like. That's just how Allah lay it down. I feel like,
yeah. Surveillance leaked like 3 days after that. It shows 3 different shooters. It's pictures of him on the internet. You know, Jacksonville law enforcement. They're cracking down. They're watching video. They're watching your videos. Yeah. They're watching everybody's videos.
Yeah, they watching videos. They've been watching videos. When I went to court my last time, they was putting up pictures and videos and stuff of me with what seems to be or what could be like a firearm, stuff like that. They always do stuff like that. Watch the videos and get their clues or whatever. But at the end of the day, the law gonna be the law. So I don't feel like nothing that nobody expressing themselves should be nothing. You feel me? I feel like all that just be like what it is. It's the art type shit. People see something going on, it's relevant. Like you said, people making songs about this shit for the same reason why you asking me about this shit. I feel like you feel me?
Yeah. The Jacksonville scene is so similar to Chicago. I mean, down to the point to where y'all get on live with each other. Y'all used to get on Clubhouse and talk to each other like normal people. Like sometimes it wasn't screaming or cursing. It was like y'all were really just talking to one another with no emotion. How often did you talk to these people that you didn't get along with?
I mean, it would depend on who you're talking to. I wouldn't never I'm not never in no conversation necessarily directly talking to them. You feel me? But I am guilty of that. Like I done been in spaces and clubhouses and shit where it's 30 people in. I may not fuck with 4 or 5 of them, but honestly, bro, I just feel like shit. If it ain't no direct negativity being passed right now, it's more so like it ain't no different than us being in the same conversation in the same room when we locked up or whatever. Like people be having different feelings about it, but I done been in them situations before. You feel me? Like I done been locked up with ops and shit like that, and seen ops come across me locked up. You feel me? Like it's just different. So I feel like some people ain't gonna always understand, but you can't just sit around carrying anger and hostility like right off the bat 24/7, especially with somebody you can't get to through no damn phone. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember you had a conversation with Foolio and you told him I saved you.
Oh yeah.
You told him I saved you from getting hit 2 times in the head. Like, and I'm not on no police shit. You said it. It's on YouTube. It's documented.
Yeah, bro.
Was you for real when you met that? Like you really saved him before?
More or less. I mean, I feel like in a sense I was speaking figuratively, you feel me? But because there's no telling, had I not intervened, there's no telling what would have happened. You feel me? I'm not, cause like there was never no intention for this person to straight just do something to Foolio, do that. But you feel me? It's no telling what could happen, but that is true. I am the nigga who said, oh nah, like don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I feel like something could have happened to him that day. It ain't no telling, cause you feel me? I stopped it, but he probably would have been harmed.
On some type shit, whereas though you knew some information, but you was like, you know what? Nah, like we ain't gonna do that.
Oh no, nah, not like that. I'm talking about like we right here, like Foolio right here, type shit. You feel me? Some shit like that. But it just be like I told you, bro. It just be like life, like divine instances. Like we just ran into each other on some flute shit. Nigga wasn't looking for Foolio wasn't looking for us. Like it wasn't nothing. Like I was at a childhood friend house. I was leaving, and as I'm leaving, type shit, I just grabbed a plate and shit. I got my dog with me. I ain't gonna say no names because we just spoke on what's going on. You feel me? But I got my dog with me. We grabbing plates and shit. We leaving and shit. We see 2-3 cars pulling in. We looking through the tent, and I'm seeing like who these niggas is. Like, oh, this cutting right here in these cars. They don't even know who this is leaving. Shit like that. But the man's ready to tweak out. I'm like, nah, that ain't how niggas get shit achieved. You feel me?
I wonder when
So
this
we
was.
ended up just vibing, going on our way.
Yeah. Now, it seems like you were smart enough to leave Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And that's the smartest thing to do. I mean, you relocated.
Yeah.
It's I know I think Young and Ace relocated too.
Yeah.
But when I talked to Foolio about relocating, it was like he just wasn't trying to hear it.
Well, I mean, relocating is like, I guess it's case by case. Like it was the best thing to do for Ace. It's the best thing to do for me. But you gotta look at somebody like me. I got a track list. I got prior convictions. You know what I'm saying? I done been to prison before more than one time. You know what I'm saying? Like I got more than one gun charge. So stuff like that. So for me to be in a city where this beef or whatever they want to call it is so like prevalent and important to them, like it ain't really smart for me to move around in them streets cause I'm gonna either move without a pole and now I'm waiting on somebody to come get me, or I'm gonna move with a pole and I'm waiting on the police to come get me. You feel me?
I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he said that because he a younger individual, right? He younger. But you see these older rappers that do these interviews and they be saying, oh, I ain't leaving my city. I ain't gotta leave my city. Like this dude right here got more sense than 90% of these older rappers that come on these interviews and talk about they ain't leaving the city and this and that. He ain't saying, oh, you know, I'm leaving the city because I'm scared, or I'm leaving the city because, you know what I'm saying, or I ain't worried about nobody. He thinking logical, like, if I don't leave the city, the police know me. They know I'm going to have a strap because I got ops. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to catch me with it. And if I don't have a strap, the ops going to catch me. So why not leave the city? Well, it can go down in another city, but the chances is slim. Unless he just go to another city on bullshit. Think about how many rappers that died in their city and they was asked this question and they come with, man, I ain't worried about nobody. Oh, I move right. It ain't no such thing as that you move right. It's no such thing. Anybody can get hit. It's no such thing that you move right. You can move right and still die. So salute to him for even having that kind of mindset, bro.
So it was really like a catch-22. Like it wasn't no winning with me in that area. So I just decided that I should move. But you look at people like Foolio, who like when he riding around with that gun and shit, he's not doing nothing illegal. You feel me? These boys, they ain't got no felonies. They ain't, not to say like it's cool or some shit, but I just mean they in a different situation than people like me and Ace and shit like that.
Yeah. When you are in Jackson.
Okay. So Remo just posted and said that the girl, the little Puerto Rican girl that was picked up, and the guy that was in the red hoodie, they was the one that followed Foolio to multiple places and then sent the location to the last place where he was. So she wasn't at the party, but her and the dude followed Foolio, and when he went to his last location, they sent out the location and the shooters came and did what he did. Remember I told y'all, I say 9 times out of 10, a nigga gonna get a female to drive because he look less suspicious. So homie probably ain't had no license. He probably had a tool in the car. and had her drive. So that's what she got tied into this at. Him and her was the ones that followed Foolio everywhere he went. Hold on. That's crazy. That's crazy. We're going to do like 2 more minutes of this, man, and I'm going to get out of here, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, bro.
Because how often do you go back? Do
like
you ever go back?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I always tell people, oh, I ain't been to Jacksonville in 3 years and shit like that. Like, I done been to Jacksonville like once or twice within that time span, but I never went to Jacksonville and was like out and hanging out and politicking with people and shit like that. I never been on that. I kind of get in, do what I got to do, and get out.
Do you get anxiety when you're in Jacksonville?
I actually,
Like-
bro, to be honest, bro, like I actually love the feeling of being in Florida. Like, I just love the feeling of being in Florida. Like, I don't know, like when I touch down in Florida, rather it's Jacksonville, rather it's Broward, or wherever I'm at, bro. Like, I really just like to be out that bit vibing. I'm gonna roll my J. I'm gonna smoke good in traffic, roll the windows down. I'm gonna cut my yike on, not that new Kodak. I'm gonna cut the old Kodak on. You feel me? Like it's nostalgia. Yeah. Like I like being out there. I like being in that setting. Like I said, if I ain't have so much going on legally, I definitely like Florida would be where I bought that house at. You feel me?
Do you feel like Jacksonville is the most dangerous city in Florida right now?
I've been felt like that, and even not right now. I've been felt like that for a while. I mean, it's a few cities that probably they do shit. They all got shit going on, but Jacksonville definitely like that's been like.
People always tell me Palm Beach. I always hear Palm Beach.
It's a place, you know what I'm saying? They got shit going on. Every place in Florida, like I said, like that's Florida, man. You feel me? Every place in Florida got shit going on. We all doing shit our own way, but Jacksonville definitely, you know, shit. That's what they do. That's what we do. You feel me?
Yeah. Now, 2-3 weeks later, Brick Baby puts out some information. I want to say
that's some bullshit.
And he says 6 people from Young and Ace's side have been touched since the situation.
Nah, yeah. If y'all go on YouTube and y'all type in Brick Baby and GMK, y'all will see Brick Baby recanting that statement and apologizing for his spread of misinformation. So Brick Baby, none of that don't stand. You feel me? I don't know where the hell he got that from, but we nipped that in the bud.
Yeah. I mean, there was a few reports of people passing that was affiliates to something, but it had nothing to do with the Foolio situation.
I mean, I've heard like relevance of this type of situation, not even saying that it was pertaining to that situation, but I've heard of like one person who did die, you know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. We ain't even got to get into no names and nothing like that, but like shit, that person wasn't necessarily affiliated with me or like too many people around me in no type of way, you feel me? As not how the media trying to pass it off. But other than that, like I said, all that 6 people died and this and that. I done said it before, like, bro, like, nigga ain't even trolling or nothing, but shit, that man died. That man just died alone. Like, everybody done moved on with their life. Niggas doing good. Niggas having motion, getting money. Like, nigga ain't too much even stunting that. Nobody ain't slid about him. I don't feel like anybody's going to die about him. You feel me? That just is it is what it is type shit. That's how it goes sometimes.
Damn. So, hey. He saying bro. He say ain't nobody slid about Foolio, man. So all this people sliding about Foolio and people dying. GMK said it himself out his mouth, man. Ain't nobody slid about Foolio, and he say he don't think nobody gonna slide about Foolio. That's a statement within itself.
So you basically feel the same way as Young and Ace, because I mean, one of the records that he put out was Game Over. You feel like it's the war is over. The whatever it's called, I don't even want to call it a war.
Shit, it ain't necessarily a war or nothing, and it ain't gonna never be over, because at the end of the day, it's crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, crime ain't got no start, no end. It ain't like this the day crime started, this the day crime end. Like, I do feel like, however, that whole chapter of him bumping his gums and having the world entertained and this and that, you see what they doing on the man page now. They running promos and shit. Like, that's all people see it as, but they see you as an opportunity. They see you as a platform. He ran his platform long enough. That shit, niggas had to shut that shit down. That's just how that shit go. But it ain't gonna be no more of that, and it's not gonna be another one.
Yeah. So Brick Baby said what he said, and he felt as though y'all were being disrespectful to the news that he put out. And he went live on air and said that y'all are banned from the Carolinas. Y'all, he's the king of Atlanta. Y'all can't go to Atlanta, and you can't come to LA. And then you didn't take that lightly. Y'all get on IG Live, and you know,
we ain't take that lightly. I ain't take that lightly, because the places he listing, like, them not Brick Baby type states. You feel me? That's all I'm gonna say. Shit, them big B states, them blood states, man. That's how I feel. You feel me? My opinion of them states. When I went out there, that's what I seen. That's who I ran into. That's who I'm affiliated with. So I went tapped in with who I tap in with. But ain't never been no pressure with me going nowhere. Shit, I ain't never had that problem. So that really just shocked me that it was somebody. I didn't know if he was joking. I didn't know what he had going on, but he really thought he was gonna tell us we can't. Bruh, I'm in Atlanta every day, parked out, and I'm guaranteed no hype shit, no stressing it. Like, bitch, we 80 deep in Atlanta. You feel me? Like, nigga, not shit. I ban his ass from Atlanta. But like I said, though, we ain't on that type of time right there. He apologized. He recanted his statement. Like, that what men do. Start somewhere. He took accountability for his misunderstanding, and shit. We done already started like moving in a different direction from that. But nah, yeah, when he did say that, I knew off the real, you can't ban me from Carolinas and this whole East Coast shit, man. Stay from around there. He needs to worry about what's going on in LA. That what he need to worry about. He need to try to ban niggas from LA.
So Young and Ace had a show last week in the Carolinas. Yeah. It was a crazy coincidence. No issues out there at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. I went to that show. 9 issues. We had 1 issue with the police, but you know how they do. They set their little bait traps and try to find some shit. But that ain't how we moving, man. We moving everything strategic, everything lined up right. It ain't nothing. You feel me? We had 2 people go to jail, but that was for some little shit. Nigga went to jail wearing a mask and shit like that. You feel me? Stupid ass laws.
Yeah. I mean, you know, LA could be LA though. You know,
yeah.
It's.
Hey man, y'all go tap in and Say Cheese interview. Y'all want to see the rest of the interview?